the Tigers, the Indians, and the Mudhens are winners. God, it's good to see winning baseball. But not today. It's a sad day. But I still love you guys. Welcome to another edition of Andy Alfred right here on PlayFan 2-3. I am your host, Andrew Alfred. I am sympathetic today because, well, went to the Mudhen game this afternoon. Besides of the loss, they lost 4-2 today. There was an incident. It occurred in the bottom of the 5th inning. Jeff Valerish was the batter. He was facing a 2-1 count. And he swung and he missed, and his bat cracked. Now, the bottom end of the bat fell on the ground. But the barrel, and this is hard for me, the barrel of the bat went into the crowd. It struck a mother of two. It was hard for me because I watched it and I saw her head. Her head went back like that, and I was like, oh, I was just saying that my friend Stephanie, she and I went to the ball game today. I was like, oh my god, oh my god. And then her kids came down. They were probably using the bathroom or something, and they were there and they got hit. They didn't get hit, but they were stunned. They were shocked that their mother got beamed in the head. Now, on the way out from the ball game, I was still mad about the loss. They lost. They went 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 9th. Pierre grounded out. He had the chance to get on base, but first base umpire called him out. But as we were walking out, we asked Stephanie asked the security guard what happened to the woman. Apparently, she has a broken nose, broken teeth, and at the time of the incident, she was unconscious. If that's not a lawsuit, I don't care who you are. It took 20 minutes out of the baseball schedule for me, and I'm still shocked about it. I can't put it into words. Let's move on to happier times. Let's move on to happier issues. The Tigers are winner last night. They beat the Chicago Cubs 5-4. Mr. Lyons getting his win, and the loss going to Greg. Home runs for Brandon Inge and Hosper. Joel Zumaya got his blown save, but the game-winning home run from a former Mudhen, Ryan Rayburn, the bottom of the 9th. And it was a good game. I really enjoyed it. I caught the ending of the ball game when I got home. Tonight, the Tigers take on the Chicago Cubs again. It'll be Rich Harding versus Rick Porcello. Porcello 8-4 and Rich Harding 4-3. The Indians, a winner last night, defeating the Pittsburgh Pirates 5-4. David Huff with his victory goes to 3-2, and Mr. Snell goes to 2-8, and the save goes to Kerry Wood. Wow. A save for Kerry Wood. Unbelievable. Home runs for Johnny Peralta and Alan LaRoche. Now tonight the Indians play the Pirates again. It'll be Zach Duke, 7-5, taking on Carl Pavano, who is 6-5. Other scores in the major leagues: the Atlanta Braves on top of the New York Yankees, 4-0. Boston, a big winner against the Washington Nationals, 11-3. Philadelphia beating up on those Rays, a rematch of last year's World Series, 10-1. St. Louis 3 and the Mets nothing. The White Sox, a loser yesterday, 5-2 to the LA Dodgers. The Milwaukee Brewers getting a loss against the Minnesota Twins, 7-3, and Kansas City on top of Houston, 2-1. In the standings in the Central Division, the Detroit Tigers are in first place with a 39-31 record, 8 games above 500. In second place is Minnesota, who have broken 500, 36-36, and 4 games behind the Detroit Tigers. The Chicago White Sox are 33-37, 6 games back of the Detroit Tigers. Kansas City is 30-39, 8.5 back of the Detroit Tigers. And for you Tribe fans, Cleveland is dead last, 30-42, 10 games back of the Detroit Tigers. Yesterday, the Mudhens did play yesterday, and they won in 13 innings, 11-10. Ryan Perry getting his first win as the pitcher, and Mr. Day getting the loss. He is now 3-1. I say it again, and this is really a touching issue for me. When are we gonna fix the batting problems? When are we gonna fix the bats? I mean, we had an incident today. We had 3 bats broken today. And I have a stat for you. Are you ready for this? Since its inception at Fifth Third Field, 24 bats, 24 have gone into the stands, injuring 7 people. Mark that as 8. Remember, tomorrow's show will be a tape show, and it will be about the NHL draft. I will have Andy Alfred with me. We're going to break down the draft, because the NHL draft, Friday, 7 Central, in Montreal. I'm Andy Alfred. I want you to pray for this mother. I hope she gets better. Remember, I'm pulling for her. We're all in this together. And especially for the Pittsburgh Penguins fans, victory is sweet when you have tasted defeat. Have a good night.